Welcome back! My name is Ballerscuba. This is Video Games Over Time. We are still in 1984 and we are still in Elite. When we last left off, we made it to the system of DSO. I was thinking of going back to Lave simply because it's, close and there, but I feel the need now to go somewhere else. So let's take a look at this Reed Quat. And see what we can do. All right, they are a poor agricultural economy. They have anarchy there. Reed Quat is cursed by deadly civil war. All right, let's not go there. That sounds awful. What about this Leasty here? I should point out that in this game, every system does just have the one planet, so that is all we're going to find here. Poor industrial. They are scourged by killer mountain esonlioids. They are a corporate state. They have a tech level of 10. This might actually be good for me. They're only 2.4 light years away. They're an industrial society. So if I grab some food, that would be great for me. Yeah, we're at DSO. I have 50 credits. I have textiles. Let's buy some food. We'll buy like 10 things of food. We'll buy 8 of food because that's all they have. Give me all your food. All right, so I want to point this one here. God, so close. And then so far. So difficult to control that. All right, there we go. Okay, so I think we're ready. Let's go to Leasty. Hopefully I can make some money this time. Hopefully we don't go under attack this time. And, hopefully things go well. I'm still clean and harmless for the record. And I have enough money, and I'm full up on fuel. So let's head out and hyperspace. We'll see what I can do here, but, I just don't know. Okay, so there is the system. We will pick up our speed, and I'm pointed straight at it is what they're telling me right now. So hopefully I don't get into fire and have somebody else, screw that up. It would be nice if they did point me straight at it when I moved, but I feel like I pointed the hyperspace thing right where I needed it to go, and it still just didn't matter. That was a little close, buddy. Scared me a bit. But hopefully, because this is an industrial society and I came from an agricultural society, things will be better for me here. Yeah, it's kind of funny that after like half hour last time of playing, I basically made one trip. But that's sometimes how these games go. A lot of these games, they try to kind of pad out the time a bit because that's all that people would have. So you want to kind of eat people's time sometimes with games like this. But I think that this is the most realistic space simulation that we have done to date. And as such, it's so realistic that I'm struggling with it because space is difficult. Especially when it comes to speed and roll and dive and climb. Just basically the flight controls. They're a little difficult. But hopefully we can get to the spot. It looks like I might be a little off. It is working. Just very, very minor changes here. I did save last time, so hopefully that, in case I die here, I can try again. But so hard to see how far away I am from something. Because, my only reference is the planet. And I do know that it needs to get a lot bigger, but it didn't need to be as big as Lave in DSO, so hopefully here, I've already forgotten the name of this place, it's not too bad. But yeah, this is more or less the game. There we go. Is that it? That is not it. That is also not it. Hopefully nothing hits me because I don't really have too many defenses. I'm just trying to trade. And that is what this ship is initially built for. It is built for trade. It is not built for combat. They make that pretty clear. I haven't really gone over the manual and stuff like that because it's a lot and it's a lot of technical information in it. It is not necessarily... necessarily interesting for the story. It's interesting if you're going to be playing it for an extensive period of time, but if you're just here to kind of see what the game is about, the manual only has so much for you. All right, there and there. I don't know. It's moving pretty quickly here. But I don't see anything. Keeping an eye on this on my speed right now. I'm going max speed so I can get there, but at some point if it shows up, I have to kind of slam on the brakes. That is not it. I don't believe. No, because they're telling me it is here. So that is just another ship. How is it moving so much? All right, let's oh, is that it? I don't think that's it. They wouldn't put me in something that was spinning like that, would they? Let's try picking up the speed a bit and then turning around here. That's one of the issues, is that they don't necessarily tell you the direction if you're completely opposite to it. Did I pass the planet? That doesn't sound right. And game over, I died. This is why we save. This is why we save. All right, load commander. I believe I named it LP. Technically, I'm supposed to name the file after. Oh, and I get an error. I definitely named it LP. All right. So much for that. I guess we're going to have to start fresh again. It's not like there was that much on my commander, but that is disappointing, to say the least. All right, so this time we're going to buy... Can I make it to that other spot? I should be able to. To Leasty. No, I wanted to go to Reed Quad. All right, tell me about... God. Tell me about Leasty here. They're poor industrial. So yeah, that is where I wanted to go, yeah. Because I tried to go to Reed Quad, but it was anarchy, so I didn't. All right, so we'll buy some cargo. I mean, we'll just start over, I guess. Give me all your food. Food is cheaper here. I did kind of look up some things here. And basically from Ian Bell's website, because nobody else has more information than Ian Bell does, which is kind of crazy. But he's got kind of an average price, and food's average is 4.4, so it is cheaper here. Most things are like a little bit cheaper. Slaves are more expensive, and then once you get into like the higher end goods, it's more expensive. Actually, narcotics are cheap, but I'm not bringing narcotics with me. That's probably illegal. Yeah, I think we are ready to go just with that. There's not too much that I need to do here, just kind of buy stuff and go. So let's head out. And then we will try this again. I think I might have hit the space station. I think that is what ended up happening. But yeah, the game is difficult because it is like an actual space simulation. I have to be pointed at the thing in order to see the thing, and that kind of sucks. I should have just turned on like an aft view or something like that, but I mean, we'll try again. I wanted to at least have like 2 or 3 things go and maybe buy a piece of equipment, but you know, at some point the game is just going to kind of be over for me, and no matter what happens, I'm just gonna be like, all right, I'm done. But I do want to go and like make some sort of progress in the game, and after what, half hour, maybe 40 minutes, I didn't feel like I made any progress. And that's kind of you know, different for a game from 1984. Like I said in the intro, a lot of games for the time, and what one of the publishers was expecting was, you know, basically you can beat the game in 10 minutes in 3 lives. And, you know, this game is definitely not that. And that's something that I actually enjoy. I like that it's not that. I don't like necessarily too many games that are just like, well, if you know what you're doing, you can beat it in 10 minutes. Not necessarily for me. Is that... They want me kind of pointing down here. That is not it. Now I'm just paranoid that anything that I see is going to be the space station that I need to dock at. Yeah, I think I just hit it. But to be honest, I didn't really see what it was. So yeah, I think as I get like the black dot in the middle on the bottom right, I think that is when I am getting close to the space station. But yeah, it's hard to find good guides for this game. They basically just kind of talk about what's in the manual, or they give like such vague stuff that it's like, no, I need the details. How do I find things? How do I dock? Where do I go? And they're not necessarily willing to tell me that. They're just like, you know, the game's so open-ended, just here's a general outline of what you want to do. And it's like, okay, well, I guess I can figure that out. Okay. Let's see what I can find here. We're still a ways off from the planet, so I shouldn't expect too much. That is not it. Thank you for being far away from me and not shooting me. But yeah, I mean, they do kind of point me in the general direction of it, but I think that the space station itself does move. And there is a line of thinking out there that is probably accurate, that in order to get gravity on a space station, it would need to spin. And I think that's what's going on with the space stations, and that's why it is spinning, is that they're trying to replicate gravity. No, and down a bit. No, that way, and there. Yeah, it's not moving too much, so we're probably not that close to it, but let's dive under that. Thank you. Let's not get hit and die. The crazy thing to me is that, like, I can run into other people's ships and die, but they would die too, so they should be trying to avoid me as well. Like, collisions shouldn't be happening all that often, but like I said, space is difficult. Things happen. And it sucks that I can't reload a save. I did just kind of leave the program open between sessions. And I'll just have to keep doing that, apparently. Just, you know, go to a screen where, you know, I'm not moving anymore and just stop the game there. I don't like that I'm pointed at the planet. And you're having me point, like, more at it. My altitude is fine. I'm still a ways away. Yeah, you're having me point like straight at the planet here. Like, do you know how hard it is to go around a planet and go to something on the other side? I feel like one of the reasons that I'm having difficulty with the game is that it doesn't necessarily load the sprite in as quickly as I would like it. Like just oh, that moved very quickly. Okay, so let's look at the other views here. I don't see it. I can't imagine that I just passed it so much that I couldn't see it in the rear view. So I'm gonna just go here. Like, the hardest part of this game is finding the damn space stations. And I'm like, shouldn't we have a map? But technically we do. It's just so zoomed out that I can't make out where it is when I'm trying to get to it. Where is it? Oh, is that it? I think that is it. It is. Okay, so I need to go to this side a bit. And kind of over this way a bit. Okay, let's slow down, make sure I know what I'm doing. Didn't quite make it where I wanted to go. Okay, so we'll speed up a little bit here. And then I should be closer. Okay. Let's try... I don't really like the way that I'm set up here. All right, let's go this way a bit, and then a little bit more. I'm trying to angle it right, and that's proving to be difficult. Like, there's only one side that I can dock in, and I do need to go at the slowest speed. It's turning this way. All right, we docked. Okay, that was difficult. All right, food. I can make a profit here, but it's not a lot of profit. Like I said, the average was 4.4, so I figured an industrial society would have better prices for me here. So let's go ahead and sell. And I'll sell 11. And I made 3.3 credits, which is barely enough to cover my fuel. Fuel purchased, fuel full. All right, so I made a little bit. Nope, I did not make a bit of profit because I had to buy it twice. So no, I didn't. Food is still cheap. Textiles are expensive. So maybe I can bring textiles here. What is cheap here? Narcotics are cheap, but I think they were cheaper at the other spot. Like, when you're an industrial society, like, you should be making industrial things, no? I'm not seeing anything that's particularly cheap here. What is, like, even a little bit cheaper than normal? I guess liquor and wines is, but there's nothing for me to buy for that. Luxuries are on the cheaper side. Ugh. All right. I guess I'll buy one of those. I don't like it because it's more expensive than I would like. So then let's go to... I still want to go to, like, new areas. Tell me about this place. Erv. Mainly industrial. Feudal. The planet is reasonably famous for its inhabitants' exceptional love for tourists. Is that sarcastic? Most people don't like tourists. I think I have to go back to diesel. Like I said, I didn't want to, but average agricultural. I think in order to, the main thing is I need to make money. Tell me about a rescue. Average industrial multi-government tech level 2 is very well known for its inhabitants' ancient loathing of discos and its inhabitants' exceptional loathing of casinos. All right, we're going to go here simply because it's new. And hopefully I don't get into too much of a fight along the way. But then again, like, once I make it, it doesn't seem to have that big of an impact on fuel. So let's go and see what I can do here. All right. Luckily, we can just kind of go through planets when we're in hyperspace. And I'm almost out of fuel, so hopefully it actually doesn't require fuel for me to travel around here. As far as I can tell, it doesn't. I haven't seen that. Oh, great. You still shooting at me? No, he's leaving me alone. Good. It's very hard to lock on to a target, so I'm like, yeah, let's see, do you actually hit me? I can check my status here, but, you know. There's not a lot going on that you don't already know. I only have 0.3 light years worth of fuel left. What? What is shooting at me? How dare you? Where are you? Is that you? You shooting at me, buddy? That is not the one that is shooting at me. Who else is here? You? Yep, it's you. God, alright. He moves so fast. Alright, it's you. I can't even line up in time. Now there's like 4 guys here. How am I going to figure out which one it is? This way. I'm still being shot at and you're not shooting at me. Like, I don't know. Can I just go to the planet? Can I just go? I'm just trying to transport luxury goods. Shit, they're after my luxury goods. Yes, combat in this game is so difficult. I'm going to assume that it was you. Is it you? You're not shooting at me now. I can't even tell who's shooting at me. Okay, well now you're shooting at me. Yeah, I didn't have enough time to figure that one out. I think this one is where he ended up. Yep. God, he can motor. He knows how to deal with 3-dimensional space. I do not. Star Trek 2 all over again. And my 4 shields are gone. I'm probably going to die. I got him a couple times, but that's not going to be enough. I think my shields are fully gone because I'm not seeing them repair. Is that him? No, it's the other guy. Oh, my shields are coming back. can't line them up. That's not him. So it's... I think it's him. Stop moving. Stop moving so I can hit you. Come on. He's moving too much. Get... I am still going max speed. So he is just playing faster than me. Did I get him? I don't think so. I'm not going to assume that I did. He's still there. God, look at him move! Alright, I got a bounty of 20 credits, I think. Hold on, let's slow down a bit. Where am I? Shit, someone else is shooting at me? Alright, bounty of 5 credits. Do I get those credits? I do. I'll take it. Do I need to turn around? I don't know where I am. Okay. Oh, so maybe the one with the dot in it means that it's behind me. All right, well, we got some bounties. I guess we're a bounty hunter now. What does it say about my status here? Clean, mostly harmless still. Well, mostly harmless. I think I was harmless before, so things are looking up. Maybe this run's my run. Who knows, but probably this will be the last run for me. I'm just trying to make money. All I want to do is trade. I don't want to be a bounty hunter or in the military or anything like that. Granted, it is an option for me, but, you know, not the way that I was looking to play this game. I just wanted to make money, and, you know, at the beginning, that means I need to just kind of trade stuff around and just hope that the luxury goods here are going to be better priced when I make it here. For the record, he does have a thing on there that says luxuries are perfumes, spices, and coffee. Slaves are usually humanoid. Liquor and wines, exotic spirits from unearthly flora. And then the one that cracks me up the most is narcotics. It says tobacco and Arcturan mega weed. So if you want mega weed, you got to go to Arcturus. Nothing else really stands out. Yeah, the alloys should have been cheaper at the industrial planet. It's industrial metals, but for whatever reason, they were expensive. Maybe they processed those there or something like that. But yeah, hopefully we can find the space station and I can dock. Because, yeah, my fuel is low, but I don't think it went down that whole time. It did not. But we're in a rescue. That's how I'm going to say it. And hopefully we're not under attack again. I defeated a couple guys. Like, that was not easy. Maybe that was why I was having trouble figuring out who was firing at me, is that there were 2 of them. But at the end of the day, we were successful. I'm being shot at again! How dare you? I just want to go to the planet. Just let me go to the planet. God, he is motoring. That was him. Alright. There. How do you go so quickly? That's not you. Who is shooting at me if it's not you guys? It's you. Okay. I'm going so fast. Come on, is it now? You? All right, he went this way. Oh, that's just off where I need it to be. I think that's him. God, where is he? That's not him. I lost him. Is he leaving me alone? He might be leaving me alone. No, he is most definitely not. There's 4 now. Okay, it's not you guys. The red one is the sun for the or the star for the record. I shouldn't say the sun. We're not near Earth. Where's the one that's actually shooting me? The problem is that a lot of these have the same color scheme. It's probably him. The way that he was maneuvering. All right. I still want to go towards the planet. Ah! That was him. He ran into me, and my shield just took it. I'll take it. I got 5 credits for that, and as long as I'm not attacked for a bit, as you can see, it's like I was at red alert, now I'm at yellow, and hopefully we'll get back up to green. There we go. He ran into me, and I got 5 credits. Yay. That's what happened. I'm still mostly harmless. I've killed 3 on my trek here. How am I mostly harmless? Nobody deals with Captain Jameson. Commander Jameson. Not quite a captain yet. We'll go with Star Trek rules. I think it does differ depending on which military you're in and stuff like that. But I'm no expert on that, and people have tried to explain it to me, and I'm like, yeah, I could look it up, but there's like 20 names for each one, and they're usually in the same order, but there's a couple ones that are different. But yeah, the way I understand it is that commander is one step below captain. But, you know, in this world, who knows? I am a commander. Damn it! Seriously? Is it you? It is not you, so it has to be like one of you two. Alright, so it's you. Why am I just always under attack? Is it this one? No. You. Ah! Went too far. I think this way. I think this one. Nope. Nope. Alright. Is that him? It doesn't look like him. I'm gonna take him out. Alright, 17.5 credits my way. I need to turn around. Try to make it back to the planet. God, I'm making more money killing things than I am trading. My rating is poor. Was I not supposed to kill them? Were they not the ones attacking me? All I wanted to do was trade these luxury goods. Are you serious? And it's not even you. So it's got to be you. All right. Did I lose him? Like, he's so close to me that it's hard to hit him. Okay, it's not... There's so many at once. Like, one guy shows up, and then all of a sudden there's like 5 guys on me. And it's like, well, which one is it? Is it you? I'm going away from the planet, so I'm going to assume that I don't want it to be you. Because you seem to be making a break for it. Who is shooting me? Could you stop, please? I might not make it. This was the wrong planet to go to. Alright, there he went. He went this way. That's not him. That might be him. Nope, I'm being attacked from behind. Who is shooting me? Like, I can tell when it's like before, in front of me or behind me, but that is it. All right. This way? I think I'm under attack from just too many things here. What are you? No. That was him. But I can't keep track of him on the radar. Because there's just so many. He does like a dive bomb attack and then I lose him. Yeah, there's multiple people attacking me. That was a different color scheme. That should be you. God. Moves so quick. I guess I am too, but still. Alright, can it just... No. Where are you guys? At some point, these guys need to leave me alone. Just looking to dock. I only have 1 ton of luxury goods. That one. I saw him for a split second, and then he was gone. I don't know if it's either one of you. It was you, damn it. That's one of the problems, is that I have to be in their line of sight in order for them to shoot at me, but I don't know if they're the person that I need to attack until they're shooting at me. Ugh, that looked like him, but I'm not sure it actually was. Can I go to the planet now? I don't... Okay, so it's not you. It might be you. Like, how many people are attacking me here? Like, is it all of them? Should I just start... You know what? I'm gonna just start shooting anything that is in my target. So hard to lock on to these guys. I'm gonna assume that if they're still here, that they're shooting me. Incoming missile! Dodge it! Dodge it! Still shooting me? I don't know how to counter a missile. That didn't do it. And I died to the missile. Alright, so... I think that is enough elite for me. A very interesting game, but that is the game played. And with the gameplay, it's time to talk about how it holds up today. Playing the game today, I do have to say that I did have fun playing Elite. With that said, the game is difficult, and it is difficult for a good reason, I believe. It is a realistic space simulator, and as a realistic space simulator, it's difficult to control my ship. It might have something to do with how sensitive the controls are, which I believe I can adjust, but when it came to actually shooting at the enemies, it was difficult to line them up, and I would just lose them as soon as they went by me. It was hard to figure out who was actually attacking me and who was not, because they all kind of had the same color scheme, and there were some that were not shooting me, and I didn't want to shoot back at them because then they would start shooting at me. I believe that in order to actually defeat the missile that was coming at me, I needed to shoot it down, but that would have meant that I needed to get far enough away from it in order to actually shoot it. But my controls of the spaceship were not good enough for me to be able to do that. I basically just need that yaw control. I need to be able to move left and right. And for me not to be able to do that, because instead we're doing this roll thing, it made it a lot more difficult for me to handle. Then there's the docking, which is difficult enough that they tell you to practice it before you start playing the game fully. They're like, yeah, just turn around and try to dock. That's the first thing that you're going to want to do when you play the game. There's a lot of difficult aspects to this game. I feel that once you can get a grasp on it, and it will take you a long time to get a grasp on that, at least if you're me, it'll take you a long time. There's a lot to enjoy in this game. It is a slower paced game until it's not, but there's, you know, we didn't really even get a chance to show off the upgrades or the or some of the other mechanics of the game, right? We showed off the bounty hunting. I tried to show off the trading. We didn't get to military missions. We might have gotten to that if I wasn't under attack at this new spot. Maybe because they were a military government, they just saw me as an enemy, and so like they sent the Navy, they send the Space Force after me. That's what happened. But that is definitely, it's interesting, especially the scope of it. We didn't really make it that far in the game. We were just kind of in our little corner of the game trying to make it through trades, and that is where I ended up having to stop because the game proved difficult enough that I couldn't make it further than that. But once again, if you can get over that difficulty curve, which is very steep, there is a lot in this game for you to enjoy. This is a massive game. Our second massive game for a computer in 1984, I would say, after Lords of Midnight. The Lords of Midnight. But Elite has a lot for you if you're willing to dedicate the time to it. With that said, I don't think that this is a game necessarily worth dedicating your time to for a modern gamer. If you're coming to this game fresh, never having played the game before, there's probably better examples of this type of game for you out there that are released with much more modern aspects, like, you know, pointing you in the right direction, telling you what enemies are actually shooting at you. There's a lot more to those games that make it easier for a modern gamer to sink some time into. However, if you are coming at this knowing that you like these kinds of games and you're interested in the history of it and you want to explore Elite, Elite is definitely something that has a lot for you. But if you're not going into it thinking, hey, I'm going to spend dozens and dozens of hours playing this game before I can actually make substantial progress, then maybe skip this game and go to some of the later games in this genre. And that's my modern take on the game. When the game was released, it would be popular. The BBC Micro version of the game, one of the original versions, would sell over 100,000 copies. The game would see ports to several other computer platforms, each with a varying degree of success. The game would prove to be so large that not every computer could handle the full game. It is estimated that somewhere between 600,000 and 1,000,000 copies were sold across all platforms. The critics at the time loved the game. Some critics at the time called the game the best game of all time, with the game's technical quality and gameplay being cited as the main reasons. However, many players did find the game too difficult and different, making the game somewhat controversial. As time has gone on, the game has retained its positive reputation. The game will often find itself on lists of the most influential games and lists of the best games of all time. Elite would receive several different ports, re-releases, and sequels. We will keep an eye on these as we continue. Despite Elite's success, Acorn Soft would not be able to replicate the success of Elite. While they would continue to create games, we will not be hearing from Acorn Soft again before they were absorbed into Acorn Computers. Ian Bell would also not use Elite's success to pursue a career in video game design. We will not be hearing from Ian Bell again. As for David Braben, he would pursue a career in video game design, and we will be hearing from David Braben again as we continue. That will do it for the story of Elite for now. My name is Ballerscuba. This has been Video Games Over Time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in our next video when we talk about more stories from 1984.